Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check. Watch twins. Here we go, coach.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Stick on first and 10. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
What's up? 90 is in Mike. I'm coming after you. Recon, 132 fighter. Double up. 90 is in Mike. Hold on. Check.
From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On second down, a run with Breida. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shift, shift.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
Go, go. Let's run.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Gurley on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Stick looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Goff now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. 180! You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 36. Hey, come on.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We go. 20.
Check 56. Yeah. We don't want none.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Garoppolo again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made.
They want to make some.
Intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stick back to pass. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
30 base.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's gone. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
We go tonight, like 20. Right there, 56. Bandit.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. They got a man. It's Woods. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp.
1st and 10, 33-yard line.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, Goff.